Hi, welcome to First eBook. This is video 1 of a series of 20 videos aimed at helping young writers become better writers. Now, I guess the reason you're here is that you are either thinking about writing a book, actually writing a book, or just gathering more information for your next book. In any case, in this particular video, we're going to focus on writing your first book and some of the steps you should be taking to ensure that you have a successful outcome. My first book writing experience was titled The Journey. This was an autobiography about my childhood set in the farming communities of Southern Ireland. At the time of writing it, I gave no thought whatsoever as to who I was actually writing the book for, only that I felt compelled to write it. Now, whilst The Journey has in fact gone on to be an enormously successful book and continues to be downloaded, its good fortune has been more to do with my writing skills, my choice of publisher and their marketing department, rather than my instincts as to what makes a good book or indeed a bestseller. Now, regardless of what you say, all writers want to see their work recognized. Few of us believe that it will be a bestseller, but from time to time I'm confident that most of us have daydreamed of our work being on the bestsellers list and what it might be like to be at a book signing at a top London bookstore. Clearly, unless you are exceptionally talented or lucky, the odds are not on a success, as 99% of all books written hardly ever see the light of day. Now, there are, however, a few initial steps that you can take to leverage the odds in your favour before you even put pen to paper. First off, and probably the most important point, is that you need to give thought to your writing audience. In other words, who you believe will be interested in your book. For example, if you were to write about the flight of the wily bird and tell readers about how it immigrates every winter to some hot climate, then I'm confident you will have an audience, but a very limited one in real terms. Now, I'm not suggesting that you shouldn't write for a limited audience, but what I am suggesting is that regardless of your chosen subject, you should be aware right from the start who your audience is and what potential there is for the sale of your manuscript. Now, imagine, if you will, that you are 3 months in or 200 pages in on a book that you are writing purely for fame and fortune, and someone asks you, who do you think will read it? It's at this point you start to realize that your formula for a bestseller isn't quite right, so it's back to the drawing board, or even worse, you just give up. So in my opinion, the most important lesson for first-time writers is that you should be aware of whom your audience is. In fact, the more you know about your audience, the easier it is to form a connection through your writing. And if you do your job well, then you are almost guaranteeing the success of your book. That's it. Lesson 2, Lesson 3 and more at FIRSTeBook.com. Thank you.